How's it going, everyone? Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all my new content and uploads. Smash the like button as it really helps to make the channel grow and I really appreciate it. If you're looking for top quality templates and sample packs, check the link to my store in the description. They're entirely royalty free, you can use them in your own productions and learn from them. So I hope you enjoy the video and have a wonderful day. How's it going, everyone? We're back yet again with another video. Today's video we're going to be revisiting the 3-hour big room SaberZ tutorial I started a few months back. I believe the track is almost done. We just need to work on a second drop, do some small finalizations, and the track is pretty much done. I'm going to quickly do a quick run through because it has been like 5 months or so since the last upload. I'm going to quickly refresh everyone's memory with what we've made and then we'll continue on. So let's go. It's a pretty good drop. I'm going to do a bit of work on this for the first stab, but let's play the break. And that's when we will start the second build and create some sort of alternative drop for the second drop. I think it would be more interesting to make a new drop rather than repeat the current one we have. I'm especially happy with the break. I'm very, very happy with this these chords. Alongside the square lead and the top melodies. Sounds very, very nice. And of course we have the vocoder here as well. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, check them out and then you'll be caught up to date. But for now, we're going to start with the first drop. I feel that this first lead here, this first stab, needs to be a bit more aggressive. So I think we're going to layer it up with another sound. All we're going to do is copy this silent form we've got. And I think we're just going to find a new sound and try and make that a bit more aggressive, a bit more stronger, a bit more present in the mix. So this one is called Husband Kinda Lead. I believe it's from a sound bank of some sort. It is from the Sereno sound bank. I remember purchasing this a while back. So as we're using a husband style lead, I decided to use the actual lead that was used in his track Heroic. But because we've copied the silent, it's actually just copied it on the mixer track. So it's got the same processing, so we'll keep it as that. All we're going to do is literally just copy and paste the melody that was used. The only change we need to make is make sure the portamento is a similar or is the same amount, otherwise it'll sound different with the glide. So it's going to turn this up to halfway, 50%. That's more beef now, it's very nice. I'm going to turn it up a bit more. Next, I'm going to go onto the reverb group and we're going to get this EQ and we're going to do a bit more of boosting in the mid-range just to add a bit more body to the leads. Makes them stand out more and makes them sit well with the kick a lot better. The kick is pretty good. I think I'm relatively happy with the kick. I don't think we need to do anything with that. I'm a big fan of that, so we'll leave that. So now let's see what it sounds like with the newly added lead. Sounding a little better. Of course, we're layering it with stabs. So, of course, the first beat will sound bigger. It's just this second beat here, there's no stab playing. We could add another stab to complement that, but for now, we'll leave it. I think the main focus I want to do on this episode is to finalize the second drop, because then we can pretty much end the series. And yeah, so let's start doing that. What we're going to do is just paste this melody here. Click this button here in the top left of the pattern. Click Make Unique. This will make it a pattern that we can edit, and it won't affect any other patterns down here. So we're going to click and hold like this, and then just drag down, and it will select multiple ones. You can see the ones highlighted here are selected. Then we're going to click Control X, and it'll just delete everything in the pattern. And we're going to make a new melody. So I don't want to take too much of your time up. I want to speed this process along. So I think I might just do a quick time lapse, and I'll show you what I'll create. So I've made a small change just because I remember the kick actually pitches on the fourth bar there. So we're going to match that with the melody. So now it sounds like this. It sounds very nice. We're going to layer this up. We're going to do some harmonics just like the first drop. And I think we've got something cool on our hands here. So what I've come up with, I'm actually very, very happy with. I'm quite surprised I've done it in such a short amount of time. I've just added a new lead here from Spire, just to add a bit more power into the second drop. Some Spire's called Lead Anthem. It sounds like that. And the only reason it sounds that big is because I just literally put it on the bus and it sounds that big. The only thing that actually is on it is an EQ doing that. Nothing too crazy. But this is what I've actually come up with for the second drop. I'm just going to solo the drop leads. Sounds like this. And then on the second 8 bars, I've made another unique. And as you can see here on this last 4 bars of the second half, I've added some extra notes. It sounds like this. It's quite subtle, but it makes a very big difference. It's just on these 2 chord leads here. It plays. So now with the actual drop, it sounds like this. Also, if you didn't realise, I put an EQ on the master just to turn it down a bit, because it was clipping almost above 3. So I put that EQ on just to tame the master volume a bit. So I'm not really sure what else I can add. I'm actually very happy with that second drop. I didn't think it would turn out as good as it did. So I think what I might just do is just work on the outro, and then we'll probably lead the episode there. So I've added the markers at the top there, build to, drop to, outro, just to stay organized. And then we're going to use the same kick as the outro, but we're going to follow the structure of the outro, but in reverse. That's how outros usually work. We'll copy the intro up over. And some of the effects. So in the intro, we started without the sub in the first 8 bars, and in the second half, we added the sub. For the outro, I want to keep the sub in just because I want to keep it punchy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on the mixer channel for the sub, which I believe is track 2. We're going to add an EQ and we're going to do a low cut like this. And we're going to create an automation clip of the actual mix level, and when it is time to turn it on, we'll turn it on, but for now it'll be turned off like this. And then on the last bar we'll turn it on like that, and then that will signal FL to turn on the EQ. So now it sounds like this. Yeah, sounded pretty good. The only other thing we need to do is just add the small effects and fills like this impact. And then it'll be pretty much done. So what I found quite funny is that the whole purpose of this video and the whole purpose of the series was called 3 Hour Big Room, as the title of the Apple V up here. I was meant to have 3 parts that are 1 hour each, but I've actually spent over double that. Spent near on 7 hours. But, you know, it sounds good, so we can't complain. I'll probably give this project out on my store, or maybe I'll give it out for free if I feel nice. But I'm going to play through the final result, and I hope you enjoy. So let's go. So that was the final result. I quite enjoyed it. I hope you did too. I Of course, I could hear some imperfections and some things I could tweak with mixing to make it a little more professional. Of course, I forgot to do the reverb in the second drop, so it was a bit messy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's probably the final one. Like I said earlier, I might give the FLP out for free or on my store. I'll let you know in the future. If you learned anything or enjoyed, smash the like button as it helps the channel grow. I've got a lot more videos on the way, so stay tuned, subscribe if you're new. So yeah, have a wonderful day and I'll speak to you all later on.